Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're looking at the Hex80, a TKL Hall effect board from Qwertykeys and 80k gear. The idea is simple, the sound and feel of a custom keyboard with the speed and control of a high-end gaming keyboard. And I've been using it for both work and games, and let me tell you, I think this is the best keyboard you can currently buy. The pricing is around $249 US, and with the current launch promo you can get it for $209, which is $80 cheaper than the Zinc Alloy 80 HE and only $10 more than the plastic 80 HE. And if you've been in the custom keyboard scene, you definitely heard the name Qwertykeys before. They are a sub-brand of Owlab and have a great reputation for clean machining and solid construction, and the Hex80 fits right in. The case is CNC milled aluminum, weighing about 1.7 kilograms, with smooth angular edges that feel great in hand. The layout is TKL, so you get function row, arrows and navigation keys. Big enough for productivity, but not so big that it eats up mouse space even if you play on a low sensitivity. And flipping it over, the clean vibe changes with orange accents, a mirror polished weight and subtle branding. It looks premium and feels premium, but it's definitely a fingerprint magnet. This keyboard also comes in 5 different colors: grey, which I got, purple, baby pink, spark and sand gold. The USB-C port can be found in the top left corner, recessed under a lip for a cleaner look, but personally I would have preferred a centered USB-C port. And then above the arrow keys we have 3 hardware buttons, one for RGB effects, one for the small logo light and one for profile switching. By default the profiles are Office, Valorant and Custom, but you can change them in the software. The stock keycaps are frosted and feel very premium, and the diffused light they create is something I can actually appreciate even though I'm not the biggest fan of RGB. And one thing I know for sure is that the bold font and double legends might not be to everyone's taste. As for the switches, it comes with Owlab TIs, which are pre-looped with about 3.4mm of travel. They're smooth, stable and have a clean, marbly sound signature, and are easily one of the best switches you can currently get. However, I do think their sound gets a bit muffled from the stock keycaps. As for the overall build, the Qwertykeys magic continues, as you've got a gasket mount, a carbon fiber plate and a full foam stack, case foam, PCB foam, plate foam and even PE foam. The flex is kept minimal by design, so actuations stay consistent across the board and the feel is cushioned but not too bouncy like a traditional gasket mount. And like most Hall effect boards, this keyboard has hot swappable switches, but I personally didn't feel the need to change anything or even open the board as it feels flawless. However, if you do plan to open the board, it's held together by 6 screws. For the software and performance part, this is where 80k comes into play. Everything is controlled through 80k Hub, either in your browser or via desktop. And in the software you get the essentials such as key remapping, layers, lightning and all the important Hall effect features. Adjustable actuation, rapid trigger, dynamic keystrokes, mod tab and SOCD. The interface is very responsive, clean and easy to use. However, it's not perfect as some labels are abbreviated and a few lightning names get cut off unless you hover over them. These are no deal breakers, but they could improve this for less experienced users. What I do like though are the available presets, which I've tried, and personally I actually stuck with the one from Spring, which felt perfect for Valorant. And as a nice bonus, they even included his crosshair code in the web app, which I think is kind of funny. So on paper this keyboard is a monster. 8000 Hz polling, sub-millisecond latency and fine-grained actuation control from 0.1mm up to 3.3mm. Rapid trigger lets you reset keys at 0.01mm, which is great for movement heavy games, but personally I recommend adding a small buffer to avoid accidental inputs. As I don't own a latency testing rig, I played some Valorant and Counter-Strike, and the benefits is instant movement, start and stop, which makes counter strafes and movement in general feel super crisp. And rapid trigger overall felt very consistent and super snappy. I would even go as far as saying that this is my favorite keyboard to play with, which kinda hurts if I've just built a $600 HE custom keyboard. keyboard. So in my opinion, the Hex80 is my current top pick for a TKL Hall effect keyboard. The build quality is top tier, acoustics are excellent, and the software gives you plenty of tuning room. And even if you already have a bunch of Hall effect keyboards like me, or want to upgrade, or want to purchase your first HE keyboard, this is an easy recommendation and in my opinion probably the best Hall effect keyboard we have seen so far. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review and I would appreciate if you could like and subscribe. If you have any questions or remarks, let me know with a comment down below. Peace.